Hey guys, and welcome back to the randomized K-On! Pokemon Team series. Next up is the bestie Moto, Uwe. Uwe's first Pokemon will be Tauros. A very strong start. Unfortunately, Tauros kinda fell off the map after Gen 1 once the Steel type came in. It's still an incredibly strong Pokemon. High physical attack, defense, and speed. It will cause some damage. For level up moves, it does learn a couple of strong stab moves, especially Thrash. Its TM list isn't the widest ever, but there is some nice coverage here. So while you probably won't see Tauros in competitive anytime soon, this is still a Pokemon you should absolutely not underestimate. Uwe's second Pokemon will be Tyranitar. Damn, Uwe gets the Johto pseudo-legendary. There's not much to say about Tyranitar that most people don't already know. It's stupid strong being a pseudo-legendary, with most of its stats being at least 100, the only poor stats being its speed. Its level up moveset is quite good all things considered, although the really big moves, as you can tell, don't come until very late. Plus, if you wanted, you could breed one to give it ancient power and outrage. Its TM list is also pretty good with some strong moves. So a substantial jump up from Tauros. Just imagine Uwe sending out this thing in battle. What a contrast. Uwe's third Pokemon will be Snorlax. Another strong addition. Snorlax is pretty much a staple of the normal type. It's super powerful. It is really slow, although that shouldn't be surprising since this is Snorlax, but substantial HP and superb physical attack and special defense. This thing will not go down easy without a strong fighting move. Its level up move list is pretty okay. There are some great moves here for it to use, especially Belly Drum, which is lethal in playthroughs when you can use potions, plus Rest to heal. And being a normal type obviously gives it a ton of options for TMs. There is so much you can do with Snorlax. This Pokemon is pretty much a juggernaut. If you take it lightly, you will pay for it severely. Uwe's fourth Pokemon will be Dugong. That's not too bad. Dugong's a pretty good Pokemon in its own right. It's not amazing in stats, but they're acceptable for what they are and are pretty well balanced. I do however have one question. Is there a reason why Seel and Dugong do not learn any water moves by level up? Seel is a pure water type and Dugong is part water type. Yet they do not naturally learn any water moves until Gen 4. That's not really a problem in Gen 1 since you can use the TMs for Water Gun and Bubble Beam to remedy that, but in Gen 2, all you have are the HMs. In terms of Dugong's TM moves, it's very limited. So this isn't really the most stellar Pokemon to have on a team. It's still pretty strong, and if nothing else, it'll give most Dragon types a serious headache. But the lack of water moves is a bit of a detriment in my opinion. Uwe's fifth Pokemon will be Nidoqueen. Man, Uwe's getting some serious muscle on her team. I think it's still up in the air on which is better between Nidoqueen and Nidoking, but I believe I said last time that they both have their own merits. Nidoqueen is geared a little bit more towards defense and bulk, but its attack stats aren't terrible. It doesn't quite get the same powerful moves by level up that Nidoking gets, like Horn Attack and Thrash, but Bite and Body Slam are still solid moves. And its TM coverage is basically on par with Nidoking's, so this is still a powerful member to have on a team. Both Nidos can put in work and pose a real challenge for opponents. And I guess seeing Uwe using a Nidoqueen feels a bit more fitting since it doesn't look as fierce. But that is absolutely no reason to think it's not strong. And Uwe's last Pokemon will be Pharaoh. Not bad at all. Pharaoh is no doubt the best non-legendary flying type to use in Gen 2, especially since Doduo and therefore Dodrio isn't available until Kanto. It is a bit on the frail side and doesn't hit quite as hard as Dodrio, but 90 attack is nothing to scoff at. Its level up move list isn't too impressive, especially since Drill Peck comes a little late, but it'll carry you through. TM wise, it's pretty standard for a flying type, though if you wanted, you could teach its Steel Wing to help with rock types. So a good way to cap off this team. Really fast, pretty hard hitting, this would be a great addition to a team if you needed a strong flying type. Now who here would want to see Uwe flying on it? And that's it for Uwe's Gen 2 team. She has some really strong team members here. But again, I don't know if Uwe would really be into battling given that she really enjoys looking after people. That's something that a couple of you agreed with her Gen 1 team. We can't know for sure, but there's probably little possibility that Uwe would want to take up battling. As always, please rate, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to come join me on Discord. Consider backing me on Patreon. And remember to stay chilled.